go just down here so I can fish off there. Cable ties, line, bait box, packets, sweet packets. Just fish straight off the side. Should be okay on here for a good few hours. Perfect, really. Yeah, perfect spot. I was fishing yesterday over at Port Patrick and I didn't get anything at all. I fished with baits on the bottom and I tried lures, plastic and metals, and I didn't get anything at all, not even any bites. So a wild camped over that way and I thought it's quite a strong wind blowing today. I'll get on the other side of the mull. It's a bit more sheltered here and hopefully it might fish a bit better. We're about to find out. Oh. First fish of the day. I've had about a dozen casts. that's the result. Tiny little pollock. That was just right down the side. Eyes away. Yeah, first fish in about 20 casts or so. I'll just try putting it a bit closer in. It must be just along the rock edges, so I'll cast up and just let it run down here. I want something bigger than that though. So last night I tried to do a bit of bass fishing from the beach next to where I was, and just as far as sunsets go, I've never seen one as beautiful in my life before. Here's a little shot of it. It was stunning. These colours are unedited. That's exactly how it looked. And the sky was like that until it was until after I'd gone to sleep. What an evening that was. I didn't catch any bass, unfortunately, but it really didn't matter. So how's your fishing years been so far? Because I have to say mine's not been particularly good. I've had loads of blank sessions. I've been out quite a few times on the East Coast and just had nothing at all. I do see posts where people are catching stuff, but personally it hasn't been very good. I've just changed the colour of it. So I've just stuck that purpley pink lure onto another jig head, because a change of colour can sometimes prompt the fish into feeding. I guess it just depends on what they're feeding on at the time, really. But when it's quiet, just try all sorts of different stuff. That's the way to do it. I think I'll have another few casts here and then I think I will move spot. If the fish aren't finding me, then I'll go and find them. Right, I'm going to shift now because there's nothing much happening here and it's getting, the water's coming up a bit there. So I need to skip across there before it gets too high. Right, I'll bring you back on the next mark. I've come to this spot, which I've been to a few times with Mark, but I've never fished it. We've just came down to explore, and I've came to it today. And I'm going to use my other rod actually. So I'm going to have a few drops off here, and hopefully I'll bring a pollock or two in. So I'm going to sit on the ledge, which I think is probably the safest thing to do, and then I can't fall over. It's a nice little seat actually. Yeah, nice and secure, so I'll be able to land a fish from here. So I'm literally just going to lob the jig head out, let it sink and then retrieve it. And hopefully catch one of them pollock. Yeah, I can see fish around it. Yeah, fish are coming up to hit it, but just little ones. But there is big ones here, I've seen them. What a lush day, eh? So I'm just going to jig it around a bit so it's making lots of movement. This is me Fladden 8 foot, 15 to 50 gram. I've got an Icon spinning reel on, loaded with 20-pound braid. So that should be more than enough to bring a fish up from, it's probably 12 foot, but the tide's still coming in. So this mark is it's not for the faint-hearted, I'll say that. You've got to come down the cliffs up there, and there's a rope runs down as well. So I had a hold of that tightly and I took my time. Like I say, I've been down here before with Mark a few times when we've just explored the area, and I've always wanted to fish it, so here I am. I'll just chuck this a bit further out into the current. I'll have it kind of swing round and then bring it back in. I would imagine the fish will be diving in and out of that current. That's just getting pulled right over there. And I'm just letting bits of line out so it kind of, it drops and moves around a bit. And then I'll start bringing it in when it's there. And I'll just bring it in slowly, just give it little bits of movement and jigs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I knew it would just be a matter of time. Oh, this feels canny. Come on, get this in. First decent fish of the day. Definitely feels like a pollock. Yeah, pollock on. Oh, nice one too. So I'm just going to pull that up by hand. But we've got it. What a nice fish that is. I'll just get it unhooked. Right through the top of its gob. Sit. Well, that was worth the wait. I waited all day for that. Nice big juicy pollock. Get that back down there. A wee lob. Oh, it's roasting today as well. It's lovely. It's funny, isn't it, how fishing can either be all or nothing. Some trips you go out and you catch loads, and other times you just hardly catch anything at all. But I should get some smaller fish over at West Tarbert. There's usually coalies and pollock around there. I'm just going to have a quick evening session, just for an hour here. We'll go down that ledge down there and fish into that bit deep water. I've just come down there, fairly easy. Got my little rod and I'm just going to use spinner, and I've got the little thing above it just for to dance around and hopefully attract a few fish. So it does look pretty deep down there. And just let it sink. There you go, on the bottom. Let's see, I'm just going to have an hour here. I don't have a lot of casting space behind us, or anywhere to put the tripod either. So I'll just do a chest cam for this one. It's a nice peaceful night. Yep. Oh. I don't know what this is. It's fighting weird. I changed the lure and put a... Oh, is that a big... That's a pollock. Nice. Right, I'm just going to sit on the rocks here and pull it in, just for safety. Oh, look at it go. That's probably about 2 or 3 pounds. Let's get that up. There we go. That was worth coming along for, wasn't it? That's about 3.5 actually, that. That's a nice fish. Yeah, I swapped it out to this little lure. Just that one. First cast with that. And that's what you get. It's a wee. Get in. Right. Just not get another one of them. Show you where I'm standing. So I'm standing against that wall here. So there's a ledge. I can put me back onto there, which means that I'm really safe. I'm not moving around. I'm just literally standing here. Just bringing it along the weed at the side. Bloody hurt my thumb. Fish's teeth. I'll put some alcohol on my thumb later on. Just to disinfect it. I've got some Dettol and stuff there actually in the first aid kit, so I'll do that when I get back to the tent. Oh, what a lovely way to spend the evening. Just letting that sink right down. I'm not sure if that was the teeth or whether it was the hook. Right, I'm just going to have another 2 or 3 last casts. I'm letting that sink right down to the bottom. I can feel them going for it. I think there's just loads of little ones around. So I'll just summarise the video here. Thank you for sticking with us and watching it. I know that hasn't been a kind of continuum to it, and it might feel a bit random watching it, jumping from one place to another. But the point of this little trip was just to explore some new marks. I've found some really nice ones actually, and when it's fishing well it should hold some big fish, I would have thought. Probably just another little one. Let's give it a little scrap. Yeah, it's not very big. Staying deep though. There you go, little pollock. Well, they might be coming on. That's a bit better, that one. It's probably £1.5. Just lip hooked. Not bad. Belly splat. Well, I was going to pack up and go, but I think I'll have a few more casts just in case the fish are just starting to come on. But only for another half an hour at very most. It's typical, isn't it? Comes towards the end of the day and the fish start biting. Another one about the same size. It's funny how some pollock have like a normal eye. Let's get this out and then I'll tell you. So like this one's got like a normal eye, but some of them have like a really black eye. So that's 2 fish in 2 casts there. I'll just keep the camera running. So what I'm doing is I'm just letting that sink right down. It's not a heavy lure, it's really light. But it shimmers nicely in the water and the tail kind of flips really quickly. So what I'm doing is I'm just letting it get right down. And then I'm just winding it like quite slowly, to be honest. Because it's not that far out. But if I wind it slowly like that, I can feel the fish biting at it. Well, I'm glad I managed to catch a few more this evening. Fish numbers have been very low. But you know what? I've just been enjoying the fishing. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, isn't it? I've had some lovely, peaceful solitude. It's been nice. A lot of the time I've just been sitting in silence. Oh, yeah. Yeah, something's attacking it. Yeah, have I got it? No. Yeah, oh, that's it, yeah. Knew it would come back. Just a little one. That's 3 in 3 casts. I'm on a roll. I don't mind how small they are. God, he's engulfed that. Give us a back, you greedy pig. There you go. Let's see if we can get another one on the 4th cast. Just the same method, just let it go down. Sometimes the fish do come on a night time. So maybe it is just the fact it's turned dusk. They've started to feed again. Could be the last fish of today. Oh, foul hooked. Ah. Foul hooked right in the back. Still counts, but only just. I have to watch I don't get myself hooked here. There you go, just a little pollock. Could be the last one of the day. And then it's time to go back to the tent. Right, it's been a tough couple of days. So I don't know what the video is going to be like. I haven't really kind of got a story to it. I was just hunting for fish all the time. I've walked for miles, I've climbed up and down. God knows how many rocks and cliffs. I've enjoyed myself, it's been good. I've enjoyed the peace and quiet, the solitude. I've bumped into a few other anglers and I've enjoyed the camping as well. But it was nice to get those last few little fish at the end there. I'd finished the day off nicely. I feel as if I've caught some fish now, so I think I've had probably half a dozen through this video. So I hope you've enjoyed. Stay safe, I'll plan another adventure and I'll bring you back soon. Tight lines.